some of the mods.
All the mods! All of them!
Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG All the Mods 3 server here up at my space station, and you know, it feels really good to have moved all the stuff up here. I think the only thing still at my overworld base, there's the farm for doing string, but I don't need that. My bed's down there, so I need to set up a bed up here. The mining world and the nether portals, those are still down there, and they're going to pretty much have to stay down there because I did a little playing with it. And if there's ever a loss of oxygen, it'll snuff out to the nether portal, or it just won't. You can't even ignite it. But I played it in the single player world, and I couldn't even actually ignite a nether portal here in this dimension. And if I had flint and steel and I lit it and the atmosphere went away, the fire went out instantly. So, no oxygen. Hey, fire with no oxygen is no fire. And then the mining world, when I built one of those, went through, it took me back to the overworld, kind of related to this location. And then I went through it again, and it took me into the mining world. So there was no way back to the space station. So I said, nope, not going to use either one of those. New stuff. Let's go run it over here. Boing. Let's see. I need to grab out of the crystallizer here. Oh, that's the input hatch. I need the output hatch. Some dilithium crystals. And let's go on up and up and up. And I've got over here a warp core. This will allow me to translate out of here. And let's go ahead and feed it some dilithium crystals. That's so cool. So this is powered. I need to set up a warp controller to tell the space station where to go, but for right now that certainly works. And let's go out of here and down here, plop, and down here, and I set up a little spot over there. Now you have to go outside, so I've got to switch outfits. This is the airlock door from Advanced Rocketry. Initially I thought, well, let me just make some iron doors, with the pressure plates. And no, there's big holes in the iron doors, so atmosphere, no worky. But out here we go. Here is my rocket. I pulled it up from the ground, reestablished everything. This ender tank is connected to the fuel that's over there. And so that's filling up my fueling station. I figured I'd stick it down here. It needs to be powered up with the power cell there. And linked it with my tool here, the linker. And I linked it from the fueling station to the assembly machine, which then, as you can see, this little dotted line, that's filling up the rocket, and so we're good to go. So I've got a rocket here, and let's get out of here. So that certainly works. I figured it was worth having a little causeway out there, or something to walk up and out. And I can get rid of this now and put back on this because I like to fly better with this, and also see, because night vision. I love night vision. Night vision is great. All right, now what I do want to do, I want to get some stuff over here, since I'm not really going to have an easy way of accessing the mining world from here to get resources. I figured what I would do is set up a void miner. And you can see I've got a hole that should allow me to drill down to the overworld, which is a little bit farther away, but hey, that's what the laser's for. So to do that, let's look at the recipes. Alright, there's the advanced rocketry door. We don't need that. We need the environmental. It's close enough. And I want let's do tier 1. So I need that's the ore miner, resource miner, and the botanic, so I can get plants and whatnot, which right now I don't need. I do want the resource miner. I always go with the resource miner first because that will get me the mica that I need for upgrades later down the road. And the ore miner, it is nice and all that, but I need the resource miner first. Plus, if we look at these, there's been an update since the last time I built this, so definitely need to make some of these what's-its. I need an interconnect. I need 3 interconnects, so let's go ahead. Let's see, diodes. Oh, I can make a diode right now. Let's make a diode. Okay, so we got a diode. Cool beans. And then I need a lens, and that just looks like it's glass. And it used to be special quartz glass. They use lots and lots of nether quartz, but that's no longer the case. Interconnect. That's black concrete. Oh, do I have to make black concrete? Well, poopy. All right, interconnectors. I'm going to need at least 4 of these. 1, 2, 3. All right, so I'll just dump those into here. Concrete. Do I have... I've got... That's a different type of concrete. So, okay, let's go ahead and make some concrete. No, actually, I want the powder. So let's go ahead and make some of this. That's probably sufficient. And I need water. So, you know, let's go down here. I was hoping to sneak through without getting hit with that, but no joy. All right, let's just plop this down like this. Ding, dang, dunk. And I need some water. So water, I've got a water bucket. Actually, I've got several water buckets. Give me water bucket. This should give me water with these, but will it also do the kitty corner? Probably not. Survey says nope. Not gonna do it. All right, but that will give me these easily enough. Oh, I should use shovels for that, but too lazy. All right, so let's redo the others. Where are you? Let's see, there's the powder. Powder, powder, powder. Standing in the way. All right, concrete. Thank you. Okay, so I've got the black concrete now. So let's go ahead and dump. Get me the interconnect. So I need 3 of these. They go there, there, there. What's this green stuff? This is litherite, some sort of block of litherite. And to make litherite, I need 9 of these crystals. And these crystals, I can get 4 of them here. So 9 times 4 is math, that's 36. And divide that by 4, that's 9 of these. Hey, that kind of works out, doesn't it? So I'm not sure if I've got enough of this dye in place, but let's... I have none of that dye cactus. I have sufficient. Let's go ahead and save a few. I need 36. All right, let's get out of here. Ouch. If I can go through fast. Aha, see, that was fast enough. So smeltery, smelt. You should be sorting out so it smelts faster. All right, and gimme. If I have mathed this correctly, then this will work. This is the part where you work. This. Paver, bricks, tiles. Give me the root. This is... Are you not... Oh, there's the cactus green dye. Why are you no worky? Why you... Oh, it needs something else in the corners. I thought for sure that was just the lime dye. Oh, okay. Well, then I only need half of that cactus. Actually, green. Let's go ahead and grab half of that. Yes. And actually, I only need half of this because let's get some bone meal. I've got plenty of that. Some of you and some of you will double this. So there's my 18 that I need. 16 that I need. There's my, go in there. There's my stuff. It should give me 36 of these. It does, which I should then be able to turn into 4 of these. And that should get me my, what's it that I need here. I don't know why I am dragging these across when I could just click up there and it'd give me what I need. This is where it's supposed to give me what I need. Why are you not? That's interconnect. That's the diode. Oh, the top one is obsidian. That's so hard to see. It's so hard to see. All right, so we've got the resource miner, and I want to do that over here. I want to fly, so faster. Get me over there. And I was thinking if I just go doink and put it right next to the power cell here, then that will go ahead and charge this up for me. And it's right over my hole. And then I can just build higher tier stuff right here. Okay, so next thing I need is I need some structure frames, and I need 24 of these, and they need more interconnect, and they need more of these and more of that. So I need 24 of these. And then the other thing I need is, let's see, structure. I need regular structure panels. I need 20 of these. Oh, that's more of those interconnects. Yeah, let's. So I need a bunch of those. That I should be able to make pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and that's 6 structure panels. How many can? Really, I don't have any. Oh, that's right. I only made the 3. No, that's the wrong tier. Panels. I need 20 of these. That's what I need. 1, 2, 3. Actually, there. 20. So that's what I need. That structure panels. Do I have sufficient? I don't have sufficient iron bars. So let's go ahead and make some iron bars. Let's make me 2 stacks of these. Back again. Make all of them. Oh, really? See, this is where I'm kind of cheesed that the compression goes from gold blocks to compressed blocks and doesn't give me the nuggets, because I would love to have lots and lots of nuggets available. Just like that. Let's go ahead and get rid of these. Okay, and last 3. Cool. Okay, so there's the 20 I need. And let's grab a few of these, because if I remember right, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I think it is at this level, yeah. So I need you, not you. No, I'm kidding. I do need that one there. And last 3, boom, boom, boom. So that is the structure panels in place, and that's where I need the 24 of these tier 1 whatsits, which, see, 24 times that's 48 of these litherite crystals, and they come in 4s, so I just need 12 of these batches, and that tells me I need more cactus, because I am way out of cactus. And I don't have any of the other options. Cactus is my only real option. So I'm going to go grow me a whole bunch of cactus real quick and be right back. 9 hours. Okay, no, it wasn't even that. It was 15 minutes. Most of it was because I ran around north of my overland base. I knew there was a desert, and so I found 34 cactus, and then all of a sudden I went, Mining World has these, the Indian hellebores, which you can just turn right into the cactus green dye, and I said, perfect. But right next to a bunch of those, I found the limes and the coconut, no, the lime and the green, mystical green flower, so I said, hey, these will give me what I need. I need to make petals out of these, which doubles, and then grab my mortar and pestle, which I didn't have any, and these will turn into dyes, and now I've got lots. At this point, I've got lots and lots and lots, and I can save my cactus for other stuff. Alright, so I am good to go. I should be able to have plenty of the what's-a-jiggers that I need, and again, I need 12 of, okay, I need 24 of these. That takes 2 of each, so that's 48, but these come in packs of 4, so that's 12. I need to do this 12 times. All right. Well, doesn't matter 12 times because I just need 48. Here, done. Math. Simple. Life is great. I do need more of these interconnecty what's-its, and that's black concrete. Okay, because I'm going to need a lot more black concrete. Let's go ahead and make more of this. Concrete, I have... Yeah, let's go ahead and make the 24 I need here. And I need the bucket again. That would be nice. You know, what was the thing it was using here? Fluid transposer. You know, I have not made a fluid transposer yet for here, but that's okay. Let's do this really quick. And and you can go and maybe All right. Okay. Oh really? Oh come on. This is faster than... Oh, popped off my little guy here. The water, yeah, that's right. It'll turn it into snow and stuff like that. So anyway, so we've got the black concrete. Fortunately, it's not all that difficult to make. And so now we need to make the interconnects. So there's 24 of these. That's surrounded by 4. Fine, let's do this. Let's actually do it here first. All right, so this, make me a friggin' stack of them. I know I'm gonna need more, but let's start with that. And so now let's make half a stack. There's half a stack. Alright, so there's my 24 that I need, and I've got a few more black concretes kicking around. Alright, so let's dump these into here. That should give me my 24 that I need. It does. And let's get a chest. Do I have any crates? I do. I like crates because they are handy for having you know, a good plethora of storage. So let's do this and doot. Okay, now before we seal this off, let's go ahead and get these center bits. So the center bits I need, let's look at all this. I need a lens, so yet another lens. Well, I need a lens. Get me clear lens. Fine. Clear lens. That's right, it's that H looking what's it. And then I need some laser, the laser core. I need 2 of them, and I need more connects. Well, fine, let's go ahead and make some more connectors. Okay, I need 2 of these guys. Alright, and they go like this to set that up. So you go out of the way, let's grab these and grab those. You go here and you go there, and the lens goes right there. Yay. Okay, so we need to slap these guys here, and then one there, one there, one there, and one there, and that should give us a laser. And it does. Okay, so that's working out nicely. And let's go ahead and put this right here. And it should start as it's mining. And it's going to be slow, but that's okay. This is chunk loaded. And so it should work. Oh, there we go. Got some cracked marble. And there's a whole stack of different stuff that this will produce, which is okay. It's interesting I got 2 at once, but... Anyway, so that's going to go ahead and start producing stuff. In fact, if we take a look at my listing of stuff here, that's ores, that's resource miner. If we use this thing, it's going to start getting stone, diorites, you know, all these things. And so lots and lots of clays, or, you know, ooh, this one's nice. Sponge is handy to get. Oh, there's the cracked marble, brownstone, mica, less than 1% of mica chance to get that. What's the other? Some of the grass and the podzol. I think there's a chance of a cough. Oh, I felt that tickling my throat for the last little bit. So the mica is what I'm really interested in that producing. Direction south. Like it matters. It's all the... Anyway, what do we got here? Okay, so that's generating stuff here, but I don't want it to stay in that. Let's get an importer. Oh, I've got one. Perfect. Let's go ahead and drop that right there. Okay, I've got a little bit of drink here. San Pellegrino. This is the orange flavored, the Clementina. Very tasty. Anyway, so that should suck it all up. It did. So this will automatically grab everything that this is producing slowly, but 24/7. That will be producing, and I'll be able to come back later and say, do I have any mica? Michael, do I have any mica? The answer is no, and I'm probably not going to have any mica for quite a while because it's a low chance. But that will go ahead and slowly generate me stuff. And then once I've got plenty of mica, which is the main thing, then I'll go ahead and change this resource miner for an ore miner. And if we look at the ore miner recipe, it's exactly the same sort of thing. I need that litherite, all the rest of the stuff, and then a block of diamonds. Okay, I can do that. But that will start generating me ores. In fact, here, if we go take a look at this, use it. So it'll go ahead and start generating ores of all sorts of varieties. And that right there, the litherite, is what I'm looking for. And erodium, tiny amount of that. And if I want to kick that up, I can go ahead and, hey, prefer... looks like there's no extra lens that I can use to get these. They're just that, or it's wrong. But like if I want dimensional shard, if I switch to a white lens, then it's like 4 times as great of a chance of getting the dimensional shard, and other stuff would drop. So I can really target what I want. But the litherite crystals, that means I don't have to go find the stinking green dye and the lime dye and all that stuff. I can just generate these, and so that's the next big thing. Plus, it's going to make the erodium, which makes the erodium blocks here, which is going to be needed for all the tier 2 stuff, and on and on. So is that a crystal clays? So this will go ahead and make the tier 2 stuff is requiring the erodium. And once I get the tier 2 ore miner, then that will go ahead and get me the stuff that's needed for the tier 3, the chironite, and then that will get me the tier 4, tier 5, and then eventually I'll be all the way up here to the aethium, where I'll be able to make the tier 6 stuff, which eats more power, but it does things faster. And yeah, that's always going to be empty. All right, so I need to let this run for a while to get me mica, and that should be good. Back here, let's zip down into here. There we go. And there's the beam. Down into the overworld, and let's get me ores. Yay! Science! The time has come to kind of give up the overworld and head out into space. Got the space station all kitted out and ready for me. The fields behind me, that's been all torn down because I don't really need that anymore. There's the mob farm, and when I built it, I didn't want a big box, because that's all a mob farm really is a big box. So I went with something that had a little bit more texture to it. It's wood and stone as the building materials, which is common for me to use, particularly here in the overworld. I like that combination. It works really well. And that's the same thing I went with here, doing this tower. I went with the wood and stone, and when I was designing this, I didn't want something that was just a big box. And so I started with a circle and then built up from there and went with something, while symmetrical up at the top, it's not a rectangle. So that I definitely wanted something like that. Okay, the factory over there, that's a big box. and it's a big industrial brick box, but that's okay. That fits the mode of a factory. But this, I definitely wanted something that was different from the standard sort of build I'd done. It's a tower, and I like towers. And I like the idea of, stone at the bottom and then going up to kind of like a stucco, plaster for the upper tiers. Because I've seen a lot of buildings do that in Europe. And so I went with wool, because that gives a little bit of texture, and white concrete there, because that gives a nice smooth texture. And that's the first time I actually had made concrete, believe it or not, was building that there. Now I've made lots more concrete. But I really enjoyed that. The farm here is just going to stay. But it's weird. Knowing that I'm leaving the overworld puts me into a fanciful mood. And so, if you don't mind, I'm going to treat you to a little bit of poetry. Oh, I have slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the wind-swept heights with easy grace, where never lark or even eagle flew. And while with silent lifting mind I've trod the high untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.